is from Bob Thomas.
Thank you. It's obvious that we have some pretty serious task ahead of us. You all out there have to make a tough decision. And a lot of what you're going to have to factor into your decision is why. Why are these people up here running for this office? What is their motivation? For me, it's not for myself. I've had my career. I'm not looking for a career. I'm not looking for a job. I have young daughters, and it's for our children. And in fact, that's what we should always be looking at. We should be looking at building a better world for our children. And frankly, there are some serious issues that we have to face. These are issues that have not come up in front of Congress ever since this time, and it requires some different skills. The people in Congress right now are in way over their heads. They cannot handle the task at hand. So you have to look at the candidates. Look at me. Why am I running up here in the 3rd District? 75% of my net worth is right here in the 3rd District. I've been here for 30 years creating jobs, and I can't go anywhere else. I can't sell those franchises and move them. Or I can sell them, but I can't move them. As the 3rd District goes, so do I. So what you need to remember is this isn't a beauty pageant. It's not a popularity contest. You need somebody that can beat Tom Hayhurst in the fall. Everybody knows I can campaign. You need somebody that will be treated with respect when they get to Congress.
Thank you, sir. The next closing arguments come to us from Bob Morris. Mr. Morris.
Thank you, Pat. If you haven't been able to tell I'm a no-nonsense guy, I'll tell you how it is. I'll answer the questions. I seek this nomination for 2 reasons. Number 1, our beloved nation faces catastrophic economic conditions that are rapidly destroying our place in this world. We've had enough. Someone must tell it like it is. It is time leadership that has the experience to understand the problem, leadership that has the energy and the will to fix it. I will fix it. No other candidate will speak to the people of the 3rd District with such honesty about the issues that matter the most. Success starts with fundamentals, like stop spending our grandchildren's money, like I said earlier. If you do not have the money to do something, don't do it. It is how my business works, and it's how my family operates. The second reason I'm seeking this nomination is another one of those fundamentals. It's time the federal government respect the rights of the individual states. Washington's heavy hand strikes both ways. It takes from our taxpayers the money we earn, and it spends these dollars on senseless projects. Mule packers, museums, and lobster institutes. Are you kidding me? These may be great things to finance, but not financed by borrowing our children's money. Oh, I'm sick and tired of the endless excuses offered by so many. It is a simple matter of focus, energy, will, and fidelity to the sacrifices made by so many who have gone before us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next questioner is Richard Thonner. Mr. Thonner, your closing comments, please.
Thank you. You're a congressman. Your government is something in which you should be proud, in which you can rely on to do what is best for you and your families. I will ask the hard questions. I'll get the answers. If I don't know the answers, I'll find out. As I just indicated and discussed earlier, my position is that a congressman has an obligation, each and every one of you, to be in the district, to talk with you, not just to get elected, go to Washington and you see him again in a year, 2 years. But you see them on a regular basis at town hall meetings to discuss your current problems, find out what your questions are, and then get the answers. I've done that for over 30 years as a practicing attorney. I have a background, of course, in law. I understand legislation. I understand that laws need to be passed that can be enforced to protect and give you family security. My objective would be to represent each and every one of you and communicate with you on a regular basis and ask the hard questions, get the answers. I will get things done. Thank you.
The next person with closing comments is Lonnie Powell. Mr. Powell, your closing comments, please.
Thank you. There's 3 points I'd like to make in closing are, one, to emphasize my priority in jobs for our district. I have a personal interest in that. As far as I know, I'm the only candidate up here who's experienced a layoff in the last year. And so I'm deeply interested in seeing jobs come back to this district. Now, I didn't want to leave the district or move out of my hometown to go find a job. We shouldn't have to do that. We have the resources, we have the people. If we can get the federal government out of our way, give us back our money, give us back our power, we can figure this out and we can get this moving. The other thing I'd like to point out is we need to change the culture in Washington, D.C. This week I met with Bob Crowley of the New Sentinel, and I signed a contract with the 3rd District to limit myself to 8 years, which is what the President serves, up to 8 years. And gave him 2 pre-addressed stamped envelopes, one to Don Parker of the Democrat Party and one to Murray Clark of the Republican Party. So someday, should I have the privilege of being a congressman, they have the commercial right there. You remember this? So there's no escaping that. And finally, a call to unity. I've been through a special election in '89. I know that there can be some hurt feelings that come through out of this. I just want to emphasize that we need to come together no matter who comes through this and support them 100%, and I will pledge to do that tonight from you all.
Our next is Ryan Elijah. Mr. Elijah, your closing comments, please.
Thanks, Pat. I'm encouraged. We've been to 8 counties over the past week, and the people I've spoken with, for the most part, are committed to change. This has not been an easy time over the past 2 weeks. We have a chance for a new leader with new vision and taking us a new direction in the 3rd District. We're going to be 6 months without a congressman. A lot of things hang in the balance, including the VA hospital and the Air National Guard base. A base that brings in $50 million per year to our economy. The way we are at 10 to 14% of this district unemployment rate, we cannot afford to lose more jobs based on not having representation. I've made a number of calls both to Washington and some of those district places as well, because we have to hit the ground running. Whoever wins this race has to hit the ground running, because we're going to be behind. We'll be 6 months without representation. I've spent the past 3 years battling federal issues and have gotten a first-hand look at problems with federal issues, including Social Security. We need more cynical minds in Washington who look at a problem, realize there is a problem, and not be afraid to stand up, even if he's the only one standing up and saying there's a problem. We've held this seat for 16 years, and when we caucus next Saturday, the goal is to elect someone that can continue that on. We need someone that can unite the party and win in November.
Our next questioner is actually Bill Troyer. And Mr. Troyer, your closing comments, please, sir.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for showing up tonight. All the candidates are putting forth their credentials, and I would put mine before you right now. That is that I have strong ties throughout the district. I've lived in Allen County for the past 14 years, but was born in LaGrange County, grew up in small towns like Etna Green and Shipshewana. My father worked in the mobile home industry for his entire career, and my brother lives in Goshen and owns a business in Elkhart. I'm not a politician, but I've actually worked on Capitol Hill as an aide to then Congressman Dan Coates. I came back to Northeast Indiana to run the regional office for both Senator Coates and Senator Lugar, and then ran Rick Hawk's campaign for Congress in 1992, where we went from being 37 points behind to being targeted by the National Republican Congressional Committee as the top campaign that year. I have a law degree from Indiana University and I'm currently in-house counsel for a securities firm. I'm also a licensed securities principal, so at a time when markets are very important to our country, I understand how they work. Prior to that, I traveled around the country promoting medical malpractice reform, so I understand the impact it has on healthcare too. I proved my independence by running against Congressman Souder in the primary, and even though it was a bitter campaign, I ran a positive grassroots campaign that left a positive impression on many voters. I'm a fiscal and social conservative, and I won a straw poll by the Steuben County 912 group and the Noble County 912 group. I would say that if the Republican Party came up with the perfect candidate and then took away all his hair, I think I would be that candidate. I appreciate the